Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This is the 31st day of July 2023, the first day of our 2 weeks sit-at-home civil disobedience to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and, of course, in preparation for the Biafra self-referendum. Here from the Situation Room, I want to thank Biafra people for the successful start of this 2 weeks sit-at-home civil disobedience in the entire Biafra land. Today, Biafra people have spoken in millions, and I have seen 100% compliance to this particular sit-at-home civil disobedience in defeat of the Nigeria government. I want you to understand that the victory is yours. I want you to understand that what has happened today is that you have defeated Nigeria together. After 50 years of subjugation, you have discovered there is strength in unity. You have discovered that the power belongs to the people.
It has been a journey, a tough one. It all started from the agitation for separation. In fact, a lot of issues came up after the Civil War. But to the amazement of a lot of people, after the Civil War, every now and then, the reawakening of separation still persists. About Simon, I'm talking about Simon EKPA. According to the report, he has been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for terrorism offenses, tax fraud. According to the PH District Court, they found Simon EKPA guilty of inciting the public to a crime that they labeled terrorist intent and participating in the activities of a terrorist group, while also convicting him of aggravated tax fraud and violating the provisions of the Attorneys Act. Well, it is what it is. It's been a journey, and to some people, the 6 years is a good one, better than Simon EKPA deportation to Nigeria to service sentences. This has been what the Nigerian government wanted. They wanted Simon EKPA to be handed over to them, but Simon EKPA is a Finnish citizen. He has his children over there. His lawyer is going to definitely present that, even though these terrorism charges and all of that might outweigh. But then somehow they've been able to push and press, and they did what they had to do. Simon EKPA has been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment in Finland. And afterwards, I do not know or think life will remain the same for Simon EKPA, because he might not be able to continue in the same that he has been. But then, the thing about you being into and having served time, and will Simon EKPA relocate to Israel or to some other country? Will Finland take away Simon EKPA's citizenship? Because it's one for you to serve time in prison. And after 6 years, what does the European Union law say about these charges? Because he has to be convicted, then serve his time. Then afterwards, will the government of Finland or the European Union take off? Well, what will they do? Will they take away, will they remove the citizenship, or will they allow it remain? Because once Simon EKPA's citizenship has been removed, then the lawyers of Simon Ekpa would then begin to argue about asylum. They'll begin to argue about safety of Simon Ekpa in Nigeria. They'll begin to talk about what the Nigerian government will do to Simon Ekpa, and it might take a while. It is going to be a serious matter. It's going to be a serious matter. In the southeast of Nigeria, we are seeing updates of unrest here and there. Certain groups of people who are still saying Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. They've taken over certain parts of Okigwe. There are certain parts of Anambra State that you cannot access, parts of Imo State you cannot access, and several parts of the southeast of Nigeria where violence reigns supreme. All of these is targeted towards themselves. People have asked, they've questioned, all of these armed militia, what are their purposes? Simon Ekpa, oftentimes on his Twitter handle, he posted videos and also showed himself in military regalia with weapons, and he has been posting all of this. And people have said these are some of the action of Simon Ekpa, and they said that he is behind the sponsorship, and also he is also giving some of these militia, some of them are rogue, he's giving them that backup. He's giving them he's encouraging them and making some of them, of course, you definitely have those that will turn rogue. He's making them do what they do. That's the point. And for Nnamdi Kanu back then, Nnamdi Kanu came up with the State Security Network, which is also the splinter of it is what we are saying now. Some of them tilted towards the direction of Simon Ekpa, being that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily indicted and he has been battling with his own freedom. As it is presently, insecurity in the southeast of Nigeria is a terrible, terrible thing. Are they fighting against the Nigerian state? I'm talking about the military, who, according to Asari Dokubo, he said personal militia, his personal militia has helped in maintaining peace and tranquility in the southeast, but they've pulled out here and there. So, in other words, there is insecurity in the southeast of Nigeria. So, what is the cause of this insecurity? Is it the emancipation, or is it some rogue people hijacking, or is it what exactly is this? Because what people have seen so far is Igbo people, apart from their compulsory sit at home on Mondays, they are seeing violence. They are saying them hurting each other, not the Fulani herdsmen. I'm not saying if they find Fulani herdsmen, they will not pick them up. But this thing of kidnapping, according to some reports, Igbos are the ones kidnapping people, kidnapping themselves, according to a popular and a known personality who had alleged that when he was kidnapped, the people who spoke to him are from Enugu State, they are from Imo State, and some of them, a little here and there, from Anambra State. He said, this guy spoke to me, the dialect and all of that indicates that they are from the southeast of Nigeria. So the question is, what is really going on? Is it the Fulani herdsmen, or is it about territory, like Fulani or Awusas or whoever, alien, Niger, Chad? You cannot come over here and take over our business. It's our own business to kidnap ourselves and make money off it, not you coming to do this. And we need money to emancipate ourselves, so therefore we'll kidnap ourselves, request for ransom, or sell body parts. What exactly is this? All of this is tied to people like Simon Ekpa, who reside abroad, where electricity is constant and they have access to a lot. But then in the southeast, with the humongous suffering and all of the issues, sit at home is hurting them, and the fight to finish kidnapping and all of that, when will this come to an end? It is not easy to disarm armed militias. It's a very difficult, very much difficult thing to do. This is how it has now become something else in the southeast of Nigeria. So with the report of Simon Ekpa and all of that, it's got a lot of people worried. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments.